Recording. We are recording. This is session, I believe it's session 5 of Descent into Fernia. Who would like to give the recap?
We made our way to a bathhouse where we camped outside for a bit. We managed to get some help from someone inside who was going to let us know when the coast is clear, which turns out to be a new addition to the party, a weird changeling who's possibly a member of the cult, but not really. So we're basically just trusting this changeling to be on our side. Could backstab us at any moment for all we know. But we did get inside. We managed to subdue some guards and find a secret door that led down into a series of underground chambers where we began to run into some of the more bizarre cultists and their rituals who proceeded to almost kill us. And then we freed one guy, a wealthy guy, I forget his name, but we freed him, sent him back up to the surface with Alyssa, who was otherwise just standing around, and told him to send in, as many reinforcements as possible. We then, afterwards, retreated back to the stairwell that leads up so that we could take a short rest and hopefully run into all of those reinforcements that I'm sure are coming.
Good call, yeah.
So actually, Alyssa, I have some information for you. I'm going to share via chat real quick.
No reinforcements coming. That's what he's sharing.
I am the reinforcements.
I mean, you are supposed to be the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are not tanks.
What? You're kidding. What do I pay you guys for then? Jesus Christ, I have to do everything around here.
Wait, we're getting paid?
Wait, you mean you're not getting paid?
I don't work for you.
I'm on direct deposit from Mike himself. He pays me every month I play here. Can you all get that?
I must have put in the wrong routing number.
Yeah, shit.
Or Mike's computer can only process one direct payment.
One direct payment per session. That's it.
Okay. So everybody right now is back at the towards the beginning of where you entered from within the bathhouse, congregating to kind of take a breather, as you guys have faced many enemies while you've been down here. Thus far,
two rooms.
What's that?
I'd only been in 2 rooms.
As far as you can tell, you haven't set off any alarms, which is good. Or at least if there has been anyone alerted to your presence, you haven't been made directly aware of it this time. And then as you are kind of taking a breath here at the where you first came into this underground kind of labyrinth, Alyssa comes back from escorting the prisoner that you saved, and climbs back down.
Yeah, so guys, listen up. There's quite a few people gathering outside. They might be trying to come at us from behind or keeping us trapped here. We probably don't want to try leaving just yet.
What happened to the rich man we released?
Oh, he's fine.
As in,
He is fine. He is safe. There is no problem. He's perfectly fine. Don't worry about him.
I get the feeling he's not fine.
According to what I did mentally and have seen with my eyes, it says he is safely away and fine. So he's fine.
Just normally when
scant.
someone says someone's fine that often, that means they're not fine.
Alyssa was able to at least escort him beyond the premises and sneak back. Although sneaking is not her strong suit, but she was able to notice that there are some people kind of about the grounds that she, despite being massive and heavily armored, still managed to sneak past them.
I just told him I got lost on the way to the kitchen and they believed me.
I believe last time I had taken the weird woman's clothes and shifted to look like her. The woman, that last woman we fought that fucked us up.
Oh, yes. Let me see if I have a picture.
Could someone explain the two bars above our tokens' heads? We have one green and one that's red. What do they mean?
One's your life and one's your vitality.
yeah.
Okay.
So this was the woman that you had fought you guys and had really done some serious damage to you as well. Spellcaster throwing around black flame and shadow as
Exploding
weapons.
imps.
Exploding imps, kamikaze imps, and then also wielding a mace or flail with the head in the shape of a silver skull.
Bitch, please! I kicked her ass.
He looks like an ugly Michael Jackson.
Well, now she's probably mostly naked, lying in the water in that other room, as I have taken her clothes and dressed up in them and assumed her form.
Oh, you say that a lot, don't you?
Maybe. Only one. If I stick around, maybe you'll find out.
I gouged her eyes out and killed her.
Oh, very
Yes, I have one of them here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
named it
Dr.
yet?
Sheev shot Lacease in the back.
Yeah, I forgot
No.
about that.
Oh,
It
I
was-
forgot it. I had
It
forgotten.
definitely was not me.
Dr. Sheev, along with the changeling, may be one of the cultists.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. He looks like whatever it is, looks like a very nice person.
So I have just a quick admin thing notes from a session or two ago where I grabbed all the shit that Paelius had.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm not carrying it all. So if anybody wants one of these daggers or a crossbow or a scimitar, you can have it. If you don't, I'm going to ditch it somewhere where I know I can find it, or it will be gone because I can't imagine my character carrying that shit around.
How much is there?
There are 5 scimitars, 6 daggers, and 5 crossbows.
Wow.
If we could find a way to jerry-rig it to myself, I can carry 1,200 pounds of gear.
Okay. I mean, if you want to carry that crap, that's fine, but I'm not
Well,
carrying
as opposed to having it taken up or lost or whatever. Probably better if we have it than no one else.
Well, for now, I believe because Lux's strength is quite low, she stashed it before you guys got to the bathhouse.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you did want that to go back for that stuff, you could. And Lux, you're pretty confident that where you stashed it, it's pretty safe right now.
And just so you're clear, Mike, on the screen share, we could see like your map with the D5 and the light beyond where the lighting is supposed to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like we're right on the cusp of the next level too. So I mean, we need to.
Well, we should have got it last session.
Okay, thank
Actually.
you. So I need to rejoin as a player for that screen.
Wait, what level is everyone at? We're all at
No,
level
we're
1,
not.
right?
We're still at level
2.
2.
Oh, we leveled up? Shit, I'm still level 1.
Are you really?
Yeah, I haven't leveled up yet.
He's been gone for a little bit. So.
Yeah, I've gone for 2 sessions.
So do you want to go ahead and roll your hit points then?
Yeah, sure. It's a D10 for fighter. 6 plus con, so that's 3, so that's 9 more. Okay.
We leveled up right after Paelius died.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Josh has been out a couple because of bad luck.
Horrendous luck. You know, the fun stuff, hospitalizations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I have action surge, and that's pretty much all that's important that I have. I'll figure out how to add it to my shoot in a minute.
Unless you're using Mike's fighter.
Oh yeah, are you using my version?
Oh, yeah.
Like dirty fighting or something.
Something.
Shrewd fighting. So my version of the fighter, you don't get action surge until 6th level,
Okay.
but in its place, you get shrewd fighting, which as a bonus action, you can choose to shove, grapple, or disarm.
Oh, Jesus, I'm happy with that. I'll take it.
Because
That works.
action surge doesn't really have any real benefit until level 6 anyways, when you have that extra attack.
Yeah.
So
Okay, shrewd fighter and all that. Very nice. Okay. I'm good.
And I got most of Paelius's stuff off his body because, as we found out in Eberron, you leave people in the street, people come and steal your shit. So I'm gonna come and take it.
all right, so you guys are seeing the right stuff now, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, as before, this room is full with water. The water is about 2 feet deep, and just to once again set the tone for what this place looks like, specifically where you are. The walls and ceilings and the floors, though you can't really see them, seem to be hewn from limestone. And much of this place is unlit unless you're carrying a torch. So you figure that, and Tem would know that those who typically walk these halls either are carrying torches themselves or possess dark vision. The ceilings are about 8 feet high. The corridors are typically about 5 feet wide. Some of the rooms have 9-foot high ceilings and they're braced by wooden beams. Right now, because you are carrying the torches and standing in the water is acting as a mirror, reflecting all of that light, so it makes it impossible to see what's beneath the water surface.
Did we get our short rest done?
Yes, you got a short rest as well.
I should ask, how deep is the water? on
2
my
feet.
2 feet. Okay, so it's not waist height on me then. Let me see here. Would I be able to take out my lantern and clip it to my belt?
Yeah, I
It's
would
a
say you
hooded
can do
lantern.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Just so I can have a weapon out and a shield at the same time.
Oh, are we rolling hit dice?
We got a short rest in. So if you have
Hell.
hit dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I rolled exactly what I needed.
I bet I rolled a 1 or something. So look. Oh no, that'll do.
And just note, a hooded lantern is 30 feet radius of bright light and then 30 additional of dim.
Okay. Do you have Alyssa? Can you manipulate one of those torches? Do you have that ability?
Manipulate?
Like, can you move the
Can-
torches around?
Let
Yeah,
me
I should
see.
be able to move it.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna change that one because that one is a normal torch, so it sounds like your lantern has some better lighting. So
Okay.
I'm gonna just adjust that.
Okay.
Um, all right, so the lighting should be improved with the torch. And then additionally, as I did, now this is not going to be a normal thing, but since we're kind of in an Iron Man situation here, I know some of you have exhaustion. As part of your short rest, if you want to spend your action point, you can remove 1 level of exhaustion.
Let me just double check. So what's the difference between level 3 and level 2?
Level
Use your-
3, disadvantage on all attacks.
Yeah.
By level 3, you have disadvantage on everything.
Yeah. And half movement speed, I think.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Second
level
level,
2.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna drop down to 2 then.
You're
I'll
at
take-
level 3, 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, you hammered me last session.
Well, now I'm jealous.
And there goes that action point. I think you like gave us like a little do you want to use your action point for next session as well? And I saved it and now I still used it. Like in the first couple seconds.
Gambling
Yeah.
that stool there, aren't you?
I think
think
I'm
we-
going to save mine, even though I'm also at 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
I think we chalked up his bad luck to Pyelius fucking with him from the
Yeah, that's right.
afterlife.
You've been haunting me.
Why would he possibly do that? He said knowingly.
All right. So where do you guys want to go?
Well-
Yes, back.
I assume we go back to the room with the door.
Sounds reasonable.
Shall I way?
Which way
Now
is
that
back?
I've assumed this form,
That makes sense to me.
it should at
I'll
least
be-
distract people long enough.
In that case, I'll probably be behind you, for simplicity's sake. Yep.
Oh yeah, before we continue as well, during my short rest, I would have approached Lux and been like, Lux, I've made a scientific discovery with this eyeball. It's great. I had to melt it down with my tools and then add a little bit of some Eberron spices and here we are. Just dip your hands in here. It'll be great. And I just hand you like a bucket of sludge.
What's it do?
It'll make you stronger. You'll be as strong as the god of science.
I just look down and how long does it last?
Forever, I think. Or maybe not long. I'm not sure. Just do it. Come on, here you go.
Well, how can you refuse something like that?
Well, I've taken worse, and I chug it.
You weren't meant to drink it. Oh well.
And that's how my character died.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh,
Yep.
what's the con
Because of
save?
Dr. Sheev.
Well, I was planning on on giving you like +1 hits on your punches and stuff, but it's more like aesthetically like aesthetic if I give you like enhanced defense because it's like inside of you now. So now you get a +1 bonus to your armor class.
To his con saves.
Is that an infusion, Dr. Sheev?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So yeah, we'll roll with it. That'll be fine.
So what? So +1 to my AC.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Well, maybe not as strong as one, but you'll be able to take a hit like a champ now. And I just hit you on the shoulder. Wait for your reaction, and then I just like sort of slowly back away.
I apologize if I'm moving slowly. I'm very new to Roll20 still.
You should be able to select your character and like if you just drag across the tokens. And then
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yep, there you go. You figured it out. You're smarter than I.
How did Dr. Sheev bound ahead?
I caught up.
Like me, you are moving at like just 5 feet a turn through this water.
Oh yes, the water counts as difficult terrain.
Everything counts as difficult terrain with you, doesn't it?
I am left in darkness.
Do try to keep up. Oh.
Oh, there you are. Come along.
Have we made it yet? Is everybody here? No.
Back on the wall, by
There
the
it is.
corner.
So far you guys are following the trail and all the rooms that you're going through are familiar to you. If anybody wants descriptions of the rooms, I'm happy to give them.
You guys have checked all these rooms already, I take it? Or-
Yeah, this is where our boss battle was.
Oh.
Oh. I haven't
Uh-oh.
gone in there yet.
My entire screen's gone black. I can't see anything.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's not the way that you went before.
That's the way
Right.
the lady came through.
That
That's
that
the way
is
that-
the way that the lady came through, yes.
Was this
Okay.
the direction? Which direction would we like to go?
Where we can see where the two who were tending to their prisoner were running to, or we can go through the door the lady came through.
My character would know this because I'm sure you've all seen it already, but what's that altar thing up there on the stairs?
An altar.
I thought someone
One thing.
investigating was like, oh, that's an ancient, Sith trinket thing or an ancient Pez dispenser.
Right, there's a
The guy that you
suit of,
escorted
like,
out was chained up over there and being tortured and stuff like that.
and there's a
Okay.
statue of a suit of half plate.
Damn it.
Well, all the joints were fused though, except for the gauntlets, which apparently were animated.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
Who took her muddy tome that she had?
Who had what? Oh, she had a.
She had
That
a
woman?
muddy tome.
I just kind of assumed her like stuff too, but if that mace thing that she had was magical, I guess I might have attuned to that.
The
It's not.
silver
It's not,
skull
okay.
flail.
Yeah.
But Dr. Sheeb would know, as he was on the receiving end of that flail, that it was much more than just a flail when it struck him. So whatever she was doing, she was channeling some kind of power through the flail, but it was not of or within the flail.
Yes. There's that pesky magic. Ugh. I hate it.
Shall we go through this door?
I am sure if they were fleeing, they were either fleeing to some place of safety or to some exit from this place. So we should go through the door.
Either way.
I can't see.
Oh,
Yeah.
darkness!
Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Focusing
We can
me.
see again. You just got to go through the door.
Complex. Oh,
What's
it's tough to see.
Stairs.
What's up that ladder?
Can't.
Well, we.
I have my
see
torch.
Oh.
I have a torch.
I'm so confused with my torch. I still am in blackness.
Ah,
Okay, I'm using the.
Right, so let me read the description of this room.
We're already halfway
So-
through the room.
Just trying to get the screen to work.
So the ceiling of this flooded room is supported by numerous beams. The air here smells a bit like rotten eggs, a putrid stench that carries beyond the room. Yeah, other than that, it's the water is still fairly deep. That's all it says about this room.
Okay. Heading. No, let me grab my character game. Damn it. I take it this here is debris that I'm lost in. Oh god, I love this.
All right, so yeah, so where you guys are, that's kind of a dead end there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are stairs up and out of the water to the south.
Seems like there might be a door.
What's in the other direction then?
What is down the hall?
Uh-oh.
More water this way.
And
Like there might
another
be something further down.
entrance.
Yeah, let me make my way down.
Town.
Oh, more stairs.
What?
dun, dun, dun.
But just more stairs. You don't have to say what. I mean, come on. I'll go up. Here we go.
All right, I'm only counting 5 tokens. Where? Oh, there's Lux.
This is chilling behind.
I'm an old woman. It takes me a while.
We're splitting the party.
Okay. So there is a door here.
Yeah. Yes, there
And a
is.
door here. So
Door here. Door here.
Which direction would we like to go? Okay, I'll follow you.
I know where we're going.
Well, there's doors everywhere. Perhaps we should enter them and see if there's anything dangerous that might attack us from behind.
Probably.
And they'll
just
just attack us from the front.
Yes.
And
Anytime
perhaps-
you guys want to stop for a smoke break, it'd be nice.
If there's an assault here, then
Yes,
we'll be narrowed into this hallway.
I'd be
Yes.
very happy for an 8-hour smoke break, Lux. That sounds like a great idea.
It's a big cigar, let me tell you here. Okay, we can have a smoke break if you insist. Well, would we like
Which
to
door?
continue? Or would we like to open doors?
Yeah, let's kick it. Yes, let's. How about you, Alyssa? You big burly lady. Why don't you just kick down one of these doors for us?
Okay, DM, I am kicking down this door. Well, I'll try and open it first and be civil about the damn thing.
So you try to open that door, but it just leads into what appears to be a collapsed room, and the rubble is set against the door, making it impossible to open all the way.
Yeah, it's Chinese manufacturing. We can't expect much from this.
Oh,
The south door.
pick another one.
Okay.
Try and enter this one civilly.
So in there, so this room is filled with corpses. Most of the corpses appear to have been recently killed, hastily stuffed in here. Many are still wear armor with weapons piled in a corner.
Do they look familiar? Like, what ethnicity do they have? Or are they just mixed?
I mean, many of them are human. There are a few half-elves among them, as well as the occasional dwarf or halfling.
Do any of them look Ardarian or, God, I'm mispronouncing everything with the thing in my
No,
mouth.
but that's a good question, because as you look closer, several of them do bear a symbol of a dragon hawk on their armor, and wearing blue and white, which are the colors of Ondare.
Okay. And what I was going to ask about, what are the symbols on the armor, and what type of armor are they wearing?
Mostly, it's chain shirts,
Mhm.
and then, bunch of different melee weapons piled in the corner. If you wanted to examine them more closely, you certainly could, but you'd need an investigation check.
I would examine them to figure out if they were killed the same way as the other bodies we saw or something new.
Okay.
And also if they were military soldiers, or if they seem to be more of the resistance movement.
So, Alyssa, go ahead and give me a history check, and Solomon, you can give me a medicine.
Character sheet. Open! Sesame.
So, Solomon, you recognize right away that these men were, based on their wounds, many of them were taken by surprise. It seems like slit throats, quick gashes to the neck. They don't seem to have many battle wounds, no bruises, no cuts. So with only a few exceptions, these men were all killed very quickly, and probably caught by surprise.
And how recently were they killed?
Within the last few days, perhaps even more fresh than that.
So have we actually, are there Ondarian soldiers in the city wearing their armor and regalia in general?
No.
Actually, you know what? It wouldn't even occur to me to wonder about that. I forgot who I was.
But for anyone else, it's a reasonable thing to suspect that, the colors of Ondare, the only ones that would have the audacity to wear them around or have armor that bears these symbols would be either secret Ondarian forces that may have infiltrated the city, or the Scion's Liberation Front.
These bodies are fresh and were caught by surprise before they were killed.
Best guess would be probably
This-
Scion Liberation Front if they're fresh.
Is that a shop full of fresh produce, I hear? I mean, poor victims. Oh, that's sad.
I should
And
also. Oh, yep.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was just going to go ahead and ask what kind of weapons they had with them, if there's anything that would stand out.
You can do an investigation check.
Oh boy. Have I told people I normally play rogues in these games? 5. No idea.
Is that another altar at the back? Or a casket?
It looks to be a very quick and dirty makeshift altar. It's not the same well-hewn stone of the other altar that you encountered. I will also say that the original adventure, all of these are tombs for some reason. That's not how the purpose that they're serving in this capacity, though. So some of the things that you're seeing aren't necessarily actually there.
Mm. And more mysteries in this room. We should try another one of the doors. It might not be good if we are leaving anyone at our backs who might sneak up on us.
Here's a question, which I probably know it since I was here before, obviously. Were there any markings on the other altar? Words, symbols, anything like that? I assume that we investigated that.
You wouldn't have been there long enough to examine it, because it was during the midst of battle when Alyssa was there, and then Alyssa escorted the survivor out.
Okay.
But if somebody else wanted to do like an intelligence check or an investigation check to try and remember.
Oh, me. There you go. That's pretty good.
That's actually not bad.
That's really good.
I mean, I was right next to it as well because I was the one who released the guy.
Yeah, you remember. You got good wisdom. You saw the whole thing.
So let's see. The altar did seem to be charred, even though the stone of it, it was marble stone that etched with lines of black veins, but it was also quite clearly scorched all across the top of its surface. And there, you can recall maybe seeing engravings that kind of either were rolling glyphs or perhaps some other stylized writing that made it appear like fire.
Does this altar have any markings on it that we can see from the door?
Well, I was checking out the body, so I'm actually in the room.
Yeah. let me move out of your way so you can get in a bit easier.
So you.
Would we see any markings on this altar? Does it appear to have flame damage as well, or?
No, not to the same degree. The other one, it looked like it was all done very ceremoniously. This one is not like that. It seemed like, if anything, it was a place to place the body, but all the bodies are stacked and piled up. So, who knows what that is all about.
Now, I have absolutely no idea if this is relevant at all, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are the bodies stacked according to species or race or any particular order, or are they just thrown in here haphazardly?
Looks mostly haphazard.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do for these poor folk.
Yes, we should try the other door.
Agreed. Yep. I'm on top of anyone I need to know. Yep, I am. Shit. Sorry. Okay, which direction would we like to go in now?
There was a door here.
Okay, I'll give that a look. I approach and open the mightiest of doors.
Okay. So, that room, much of it is fallen in with debris littering the floor. Doesn't appear of anything of interest is actually contained within.
Doesn't appear that way, but I do. Is that a partially destroyed altar I see there?
No, that's a figment of the map's imagination.
I thought so. The map does have an active imagination. Okay, let's continue.
It's just the map as somebody else drew it. But I thought there was something in there.
You know, alcoholism will change you. Okay, I'm going to keep following this Michael Jackson wannabe. Okay.
Who's that?
I'll breach and clear this door too.
So,
I really wish we had a wogue. Well, hey, look, it's the Jonas Brothers.
yeah, so you enter this room and half a dozen zombies instantly turn to face you.
I have to close the
Hi,
door.
guys. Close the door. Yeah, don't
Roll
go in
initiative.
Alyssa, if you stay within 5 feet of me, I might be able to give you divine guidance before you open the next door.
Oh, too late now. Initiative, roll.
Don't forget to click on your character first.
Yeah. I'm on my...
This is what I get for clicking on my character first.
Yep.
Zero's
am I?
pretty impressive.
I have
I'm still-
no initiative.
There we go. Oh, there we are.
They'll never rise in the ranks that way.
My screen's completely black. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Thank you.
And the zombies beat me.
Well, what is that?
This 60. Oh, man.
I don't know what that was.
Somebody clicked on the torch when they wanted to click on their character. Of their character.
Looks like that was
No, I'm in there.
I'm in there.
Oh, I guess that. Wait, I guess that is supposed to be mine because I rolled an 8.
Well, I mean, the torch is doing well.
But I see myself as a 4.
Well, you're a torch now, so, I mean...
Yep. Just go with being a torch.
You're
Don't
fine
worry
with
about
that.
it, honey. You're more than a 4. You're beautiful anyway.
A 3.
wait, okay.
It doesn't
Okay.
mean very much, considering I
So-
can shift my form.
Alyssa is up, Lasisa on deck, Lux and Holt.
Yeah, yep. And I've got a mace. This is going to go swimmingly, I am certain.
Which way does the door open?
I have a feeling inwardly.
You're first.
Yeah.
Just close that door. You're fine.
Yeah, how...
They
What's
couldn't
this
get
door?
out. They couldn't get out before.
Can I shut the door? Or the zombies prevented from their position?
You could shut the door.
I definitely could. Yeah, I'll shut the door and say, okay, everyone, get back. Zombie
closet.
time.
Room closet.
Okay, so you're shutting the door?
Yep.
Okay. And then
I can't really move because
so that's an object interaction. You can move through people's spaces. You just can't end your turn in one of your allies' spaces.
Yeah. The main problem is, of course, if I move, I expose a bunch of very squishy things to a bunch of angry zombies if they break down the door.
Okay. So did you want to hold your action or?
If I can hold my action, I definitely will. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hold my mace ready.
Yeah, in my games, I allow you to hold your entire action if you want to, so that's fine.
Okay.
But once your action goes off, then that's where your place changes in the initiative.
That's fine by me.
All right. So, Lacis is up. Lux on deck. Tem in the hole.
Alrighty. I guess I will at least move into a more convenient position. I guess that's convenient.
Okay.
Nowhere is convenient.
Thing about corridors, man.
Yep.
Anything else you're doing?
Nah.
All right. Lux is up. Tem on deck. Dr. Sheeb in the hole.
Let's see here. Take one step back. Listening, smoking, waiting, just making sure nothing comes up from behind.
Okay. Tem.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll just wait to see if they come out. And if they do, then I'll just Eldritch Blast somebody.
Okay. Dr. Sheeb.
Also, keeping an eye on this door, I guess, too, just in case.
I run my full movement, which is here, back. And I say, "Oh, protect me, oh great one!" And I, like, pretty much just wither inside of Lux.
You're gonna die.
I am my turn.
All right. So now you hear violent pounding on the door as the zombies begin to moan and bash into the door. And they're bashing, and then the door instantly splinters, and a zombie moves forward at Alyssa. And actually, it smashed through the door with such force that it also will get a slam attack opportunity.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm getting
Monster.
pounded.
Let's see if it's confirmed. It's
Ooh.
not confirmed, but it is max damage, which is 7.
Okay,
don't
how
play
much have I taken total?
Huh? And then these zombies are all moving up.
Okay, how do I do the hit point reduction thing here?
Let's click on the number and after you select your token and just put in -7.
Yeah, on the red.
On the okay, minus. Oh, gee, no, bad. Sit down, boy, down.
No, you put -7 and hit enter, and it'll do the calculation.
Okay, click the red. Click token. Click the red. -7. Enter. Oh.
Oh.
Did it work?
I think I gave that to my torch.
Yeah. Yep,
They hit the
Torch
torch.
dies.
They didn't hit me. I'm fine. Yeah,
that's
okay.
right.
You saved the torch.
Except you have a lantern.
Yeah, my lantern. Yep. Okay. There we go.
All right, Solomon.
Let's see. So I assume I will move to here. Midway through the move, when I'm essentially stepping on Tem, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the zombie in front.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was holding to do my Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I've got hold action as well. I'll take care of it in a second.
Oh yeah. So all of that's going to happen simultaneously.
Yep.
So first, let's handle the Sacred Flame. So that zombie bursts into holy energy, and it is an incredibly much more effective than you would have normally expected. And then, Alyssa, you can go ahead and do your turn.
Okay, let me get my character sheet back up there. I'm sorry, everyone. I am noob and I can't push. Okay.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Okay, and how do you do damage with this?
Oh, it already did.
I did it for you there.
Oh, hey, okay,
You
13.
did 10 damage,
Yep,
It
so
was 10.
which is enough to potentially down it. And I'm going to say it goes down because Solomon used radiant damage just before. So that zombie is corpseified.
yay!
And then, Tem, you can use your action now.
Right. So I'm assuming there's still one there. I actually can't see it on my screen, but
Yeah, there's one behind him.
Right.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
yeah.
So it will get cover. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, actually, it does matter.
That
Wait,
actually
zombies
might.
have terrible AC.
Yeah.
That does hit just barely.
Yeah. And how about that one?
Oh, that hits. Yeah. So. Okay. Wait a minute. Why did you do?
Oh, I'm
two
sorry.
actions?
There shouldn't be two. My bad. There's just the first one.
Say, wait a minute. 5 already?
Uh,
How did
Just
you
me.
cheat?
Just me. I had to. Otherwise, you're gonna kill another of my characters.
So
I should introduce
now,
you to Peter sometime and what he does to my characters.
Alyssa, you're at 0, and Tem, you're acting at 0.
Nice.
All right. So now we're back, and then Solomon, did you finished everything you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're at the new top of the order. We have Lux up, Lasisa on deck, Dr. Sheev in the hole.
So I guess there's some fighting going down. This my hearing's not as good as it used to be. Down this corridor, I can't get there because everybody's in the way.
You
And I
can
haven't-
go through people's spaces, though.
Yeah, but
Is it-
really, but do I want to? I mean, that's a lot of effort. We've been walking a long time. I mean,
yeah. You
And I don't
have
wanna
to do
get-
that, Lux.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get ambushed.
Mhm.
And you are in a good spot with like Dr. Sheev there if any zombies come out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
you
I
can
got Dr.
sacrifice Dr.
Sheev.
Sheev.
In
Hang on.
front of me, so I don't have to worry about like a stray syringe. At least I hope.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action and make sure we don't get some counterattack.
Plot twist, Dr. Sheev is a zombie in disguise.
Lasise?
We'll attempt to move into a position that I can hit something, maybe. And I'm sure I have something. Let's see. Can I try Psychic Blast, I suppose?
Against this one, or which one?
The closest one.
Okay, so I think this is the only one that you can see from your perspective, right?
The
Yeah.
door blocks our line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
door.
let
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
take care of that. I'll get rid of the door.
But logically, yeah.
Better?
I can see.
Yep.
Close your eyes.
So yeah, this one.
All right. I'm sorry. Which one?
This one here.
That guy?
That guy. Yep.
All right. Wisdom save.
Intelligence save, it looks like.
Oh, intelligence.
Yep. It is an intelligence save.
Ooh,
Wow. You're fucking kidding me.
it's a smart fucking zombie. He's a scientist.
Apparently, here I was saying intelligence would be fine.
Synapse is fired for a moment.
I'll have you know I went to Cambridge.
All right. Anything else you wanted to do, Lassice?
Nope.
All right.
Zombies that go to Cambridge.
Dr. Chief.
I hold my action in case they all come barging out and kill everyone in front of them.
Okay.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
So this zombie moves up. This zombie moves up. Let me get rid of that guy. And so this one attacks Alyssa.
Yay!
I assume that misses.
Let me see. Yeah, that misses.
And then the one in the corner also goes to attack you. But because it's fighting around a corner, you have half covered.
Oh, very nice.
And it misses. And they can't really do anything else. Actually, no, they wouldn't do that. Okay.
I really
They're
don't
down.
I really don't know why Roll20 is renumbering your initiatives. It doesn't do that to me.
What do you mean?
I mean, now there are two other people along with me who have a 0 initiative.
Oh, that's because they held their action, so now they're
Oh, I see.
they act at that time.
Because last session it was just absurdly increasing initiatives.
Yeah.
Just on the one, though.
All right. Tem.
I'll just throw out another of the Eldritch Blasts here.
All right. Alyssa.
Well, any of the things I could do wouldn't really help the group as a whole. So I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to hit him in the face with a mace. I'm very creative.
That rhymed.
I know. I said I was creative. I didn't say I was smart.
You're potent, don't know it.
There you go.
All right. So you crushed it skull in, but it still remains active.
Well, now you just look silly. And that's going to do it for me.
Solomon.
So I step into Tem's space again and cast Sacred Flame. I guess it's the one that's behind the crushed skull one.
That guy?
And then I back up into the spot I'm already in. 1 point of radiant damage. Take that. Maybe 2. Should have gone after the one with his head caved in.
Always go after the ones with the heads caved in.
Double tap.
All right.
Double tap.
Lux.
So what does it sound like down there? I mean, does it sound like people are getting beat up?
Routini!
Yeah, it sounds like
Maybe I should
yeah.
make a perception.
There's some battle going on.
There was a door that shattered.
Yeah.
Exploding door.
Yeah, I just kind of look past Dr. Sheev. Everybody's up. Okay. I'll hold my action.
Okay. The cease.
Well, I guess let's attempt to hit this one instead. See if it's unusually smart.
As a matter of fact, this one went to Yale. It was a lawyer. Oh, no, this one was an
No.
idiot.
This one was a lawyer.
This one was a politician.
This one went to Hull.
All right, so it still remains with 1 hit point.
Oh.
You can see its brains leaking out of its ears, but it's still going.
Figures the one asshole who doesn't need his brain stays up no matter what.
Of course. All right, that's me done.
Back to Sheev.
I stay here in the presence of Lux. I hold my action.
Okay. This zombie is going to attempt to grapple with Alyssa.
Okay. What do I contest that with here?
Acrobatics.
Athletics or
Athletics.
acrobatics.
Athletics. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
No.
And then
Bad boy.
and the other one around the corner is going to do a slam attack, giving you cover.
Oof.
And potentially going to hit.
Oof.
Does a 20 hit you with cover?
With what's the addition of cover?
Plus
I have
2.
19. Then no. No, it needs a 21.
Very lucky on that.
Yes, I am.
Still takes 7 damage, though.
Okay, so minus...
And the zombies are just kind of, they're groping each other, trying to move forward. Eat your brain meats. 10.
Yeah, I'm sure as hell not going to use that because it would require me to move into the room. I'll just do it again.
Yay!
Same guy. Can't make that con save every time. God, fucking cocksucker.
He
I beg
actually
your
regains a
pardon?
hit point.
You were saying...
He seems to heal a bit. He
You have to
absorbs
stop
the Eldritch
using-
energy.
How did you get your dice tower into this roll 20 thing? That's what I want to know.
What's that?
Oh, fun. So, my turn, I take it.
Yep.
Okay, first things first, I'm gonna Mace Windu that one guy. He's got to die at some point. There.
Take that.
Take that.
Make that save, you son of a bitch. You get to roll another nat 20.
Nope, there we go. Shit.
Ah.
Damn it.
All right. So this one died. Finally.
Okay, now, here's my question. How do I do second wind with this? I have nothing to click.
Right.
Well,
Just roll a d10. Add your
Okay,
fighter
that's fine.
level. And
D10.
just do plus on the little red circle.
Yeah, well, fuck it. 6 plus 2.
2.
Yeah, so 8 health back. My god.
One of
I
those
have
hit.
life. Okay, that's gonna do it for me. That's all I can do.
Hold the line.
Yep. One day I'll get a cloak of protection and have 20 AC. One day! Okay.
I prefer a cloak of displacement.
That is true. That would be nice.
So I'm doing the same thing, stepping in, casting Sacred Flame, and stepping out. Against the one I hit last time. Straight line from Thames' position.
Right. So. Alright, so that one's hurting. It's still up though. Lux.
Yeah. This is. Does this count as a short rest? Because it's getting there. I mean, this is great. I'm just checking the door, and then checking in front of me, making sure we don't get counterattacked. Hoping Dr. Sheev is doing the same, and hoping I will get stabbed by him.
There must be zombies at our back too that my mother is fighting.
What did you say? I can't hear you over the sound of me getting pounded constantly.
So, Lacis.
I'm going to melt some more brains, I guess. Let's go with this one. Ooh, one whole damage.
But it has a minus on its next save, so
There's
it'll be
that.
easier to hit that.
Good.
Dr. Sheev, it seems like you and Lux are just like playing patty cake or something.
Yeah, this is a really good time at this end of the map, you know? There's nothing going on. I might, if I've got time, so I'm just going to fiddle around with some infusions, you know? That's me. I'm done.
Let's take a short rest, guys. You got time. Yeah.
All right, so this one comes up to attack Alyssa.
Hey, hi.
And the other one in the corner goes to attack Alyssa again, but Alyssa gets cover. And that's them. Can't really do anything else. 10.
All right. This one. So one of them was like hit and looking rough still. I can only see these two.
I think it's
This guy's bad.
the back one.
The one up front, he moved forward.
Up front. Okay.
Wait a minute. Which one is that?
I think it's the one who moved forward because there was
Yeah.
2 in a row and they...
Yeah, that one that moved forward is this guy right here is most damaged. And also the one that you can see clearest.
So I'll just blast him again. Pretty sure I still. No, wait. Might not hit that time.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Miss by 1.
Your armor got in the way.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Perhaps I'll just let these zombies come right on through and you can discuss it with them instead.
All right, Alyssa.
Yep. You know, I think I'm actually going to try hitting it with a mace for once. Nope. That's 1. Ow.
Roll it again.
Oof. Oof.
Okay, it's not a critical fail, but it is a miss.
Yep.
And Solomon.
Same
I'm
as
sorry,
last
guys.
time.
I didn't think that this was going to be such a grind of a battle.
That's the way it is with zombies.
Know by
Man.
now.
Yeah,
Every game I'm in becomes a slow grind.
so I try to Sacred Flame the one in front.
Yeah, it goes down. It's dead. Bye.
Yay! I don't know why I neigh doing that, but yay!
All right. Lux, you still smoking the ganj?
Hell yeah.
Lux has become one with the Gaunch at this point.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Some more brain melting on this guy. Da, da, da.
All right, he actually saved somehow.
Did.
Damn it.
That one went to like really fancy college.
Yeah, he went to a very.
Probably went
he
to Vanderbilt
UC
or something.
Yeah,
Uh,
UCLA, a party college.
I'm assuming Dr. Sheev is still enjoying his infusions.
He's
He is
taking a
popping
piss.
he's popping a squat next to
Yep.
my mom.
All right,
Popping
the
this
squat on
guy's
his
coming
mom.
up.
That little rubble-filled one right here. Just went into that little corner.
All right, that one misses, and the one in the corner
Yay!
also misses.
Yay!
Yeah,
And
that's
this guy
not,
moves here.
not even rubble in that alcove anymore.
All right, 10.
All right. I'm just gonna blast this guy. That's what I do. Right in the face. Huh.
Nice. It blasted all over his face in that one.
All right. Alyssa.
Mace. Ooh.
All right, roll to confirm. It's
Uh,
confirmed, so you do double max damage. We're just going
Okay.
to say it died.
Okay, so that's
killed it.
30 damage total.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Solomon?
do it for me.
I will Sacred Flame the wand and back.
Two. All right. Lux and Dr. Sheev, are you like, is there anything that you want to do while this is going on? Anything specific?
Trying to learn that card game or that dice game we couldn't figure
Yeah.
out.
Goblin.
I'm just checking the door to my left and then straight ahead. I just don't want to get ambushed in here.
Right.
And occasionally I kind of will listen out to see and look back to see what's going on. It seems like they're doing okay. I don't see any screaming, hear any screaming or. I mean, they've got it. I mean, they're
Pew ah boom. Pew ah boom. Four same things every time.
All right, let's cease.
All right, let's go for this guy's brain.
Joke's on you, he's not wearing any. I
That's
think
impressive.
That should be double damage, right?
That should be.
I'm gonna say yeah, just to get this going quicker.
Dude, so dumb.
the worst part is we can't even blame the DM for this because this is exactly what my character was created to do. Was just stand there and get hit.
I mean, the point of a lot of this is just to make us use up our hit points and other limited use abilities.
Yep.
I seem to have accidentally deleted the zombie, but I know it takes place before 10. So it's slamming Alyssa
Miss.
and the other one around the corner. You have cover from them.
Miss.
10.
All right, here we go. Do it again. Blast it. Oh, Ugh. It's only 2, but whatever.
Alyssa?
Okay, let's go for intense mace action. That was intense.
And Alyssa.
Uh,
Or, I mean, Solomon.
A lot of ones.
Oh my god. No!
Zombie just Neo's that shit. It's the Matrix.
I like the map. It stumbled.
All right, so let's see if that's a critical fail now for Solomon.
Oh no.
Oh, I think it's safe to say it's not.
Yeah.
All right, just a miss. Jesus Christ.
I like to think it actually did like hold up its zombie hand and freeze the flame in the air.
Zombie looks down. I know Kung Fu.
Then this is mace to the face.
Never mind.
All right.
Smash Brothers bat sound.
Let me see. There. I wish I could even like. I wish there was something I could think of to keep Lux and Dr. Sheev occupied, but I can't. This map isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
the obvious one is to have someone come through that back door.
that's okay. We're good.
So about
Ready for it.
that earthquake and the sudden
Ready for it.
avalanche.
So
The
I'm
obvious
gonna.
one is to reveal that Dr. Sheev is actually a traitor.
We know that already. That's not really a reveal.
He keeps trying to kill everyone.
So I'm gonna get out Paelius's short bow that I realize I have and start practicing with that, making sure not to step in Dr. Sheev's sample that he's left.
Okay. Lacis.
Dr. Sheev may well collect his own samples to take with him.
Surprised he's not going through the corpses. Ooh. Ooh.
Woot woot.
Right. All right, this guy's dead.
Yay. I killed him.
I can
then.
enter the room. Oh my god.
All right. The zombies now.
Damn it, I can't enter the room.
So now Alyssa is attacking you,
Okay.
and it misses.
Nope.
Now Tem.
All right, here we go. Let's do
You
it.
can't attack her. She's too thick. Ooh.
All right. And Alyssa.
Yep, let's go with the mace. Ooh.
Both of us so close to a crit.
Yep.
And Solomon. Oh my god, I swear if he saves. All right. The zombies have been cleared out. Jesus.
Dr. Sheev ends up collecting his sample and then runs into the corpse room. And he says, "I've got the thing just for you, Lux." And I start just collecting bits and pieces to make an infusion.
Okay.
And I rush as fast as I can, which is not very fast,
I-
to help my mother in whatever she was fighting that kept her from this battle. And, must have been ghosts. I don't see any bodies, but clearly you have defeated them.
I think they ran the other way. So.
I'm gonna push down the wall of zombies in front of me and move into the room. Nope, my torch is gonna move into the room. I'm not. Okay, both of us are moving in now.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, mighty Diesel DM, what do you see with your eyes?
1 second. Let me...
Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh.
You rolled a 20.
Uh,
Um,
what trap did I release?
That's the perception check. Things are coming now.
The DM's perception check. Yeah. Jesus.
No. Tony's like, oh, Dr. Sheeves got possessed? Oh, that's too bad. He turned against us? Oh, that's too bad.
That's 20.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay. So you're there's nothing in this room outside of the bodies. These obviously are zombies. If somebody wanted to make a medicine check or do some kind of investigation check, they could.
Who is good at medicine or investigation? Hey, Solomon, would you like to take a look at these bodies, see if you can find out what happened to them? Solomon?
You didn't call on me? I'm a medical investigator.
Yes, but you're probably going to corrupt them and make them your minions.
What's wrong with that?
So I'll investigate the bodies to try to figure out how they died originally. Nope, not that good.
Kirby.
They died as they lived.
One very obvious thing that you notice is all of their eyes have been burned out.
How could they see us to attack?
The DM cheated. They had blind sense. Something.
I'm gonna listen at this
um,
door, just to see if there's anything on the other side.
What's that?
I'm gonna listen at this door here at the end of the hall, just to
Okay.
see if there's anything on the other side while they are in there.
I will
No.
cast guidance on you.
What does that look like, Solomon?
As you lean in to listen to the door, I reach out with both of my hands, resting them like on your back, and there's a brief like a spark leaping between my hand and your body. There's a little brief burst of silver fire.
All right. Do
Invigorating.
you say anything?
There's a verbal component, so I have to say the words of the spell.
Okay.
Says a little prayer for
So I just like
you.
go to lean in and stand up. That felt nice. And I just lean in.
All right, go ahead and make me a perception check.
All right. Perception.
So you can add a D4.
Hey, it makes it a 10. So if there's
Can't hear anything on the other side of the door.
nothing obvious on the other side. But if they heard us fighting, they might be being quiet.
Just to check, there's nothing at all in this room except for the corpses and the altar, or the non-existent fake altar.
Artistic Liberties altar.
The TV in the back of the room.
this
Yeah.
is the man cave.
Do we get HBO? I'm going to check for HBO.
They were
What is
watching
that?
Fox News. That's because they were all zombies.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't find anything else in here, Alyssa.
Okay. I'm leaving then. Who's this guy? Okay, he's by the door. I'm behind him by the door, I guess. I'm very confused where we are.
Shall I enter?
Sure. Might as well. I can't see anything. My entire screen is black.
Yeah.
I'm on top of you. I don't know.
You are on top of me, yes.
I know. What did I just see?
Can't see.
Yeah. We
I
briefly opened the
changed
door
my
and
mind.
then closed the door.
My entire screen is black right now. I can see literally nothing. Oh, there we go.
There you go. I think I
Alright.
grabbed both the torches.
So the walls and floor of this room are covered with streaks and splashes of dried blood. 2 dangling bodies are shackled to the east and south walls. One is an elderly male dwarf, the other a young female gnome. Both are covered in bloody gashes, and neither is moving. In the middle of the room is a sturdy wooden chair with a bloody whip draped over it. A bucket half filled with salt sits on the floor nearby.
I grabbed the whip.
I'll follow in.
Holster.
If you nay, I'm going to kick your ass.
Who is Nene?
I'm trying to grab your carrot and you grab torch instead.
I am.
There are 2 people here.
Yeah, I was going to go up to the one who
I know nothing
looks like they
about
might
people.
still be alive, but I can't get through.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to the door because I know nothing about people. I'm not a people person.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Subjects.
I will try to assess, like, is she unconscious or like what's wrong with her?
Yeah. So the gnome is alive. She's unconscious, but she seems to be stable. The dwarf is very clearly dead.
But maybe with the power of, well,
Love?
some science, we can bring him back. I can't spare the dying. Does it work?
No.
I feed him some jelly. It doesn't work. Oh, well, that experiment doesn't work. Let's try it on this one.
So she seems to be, the gnome is like chained to the wall?
Both of them are.
So last time we tried to unchain someone, it did not go well.
We
And
try
we-
talking to them.
Probably she's unconscious.
Slap her in the face, then try talking to her.
That is not how you make someone not unconscious, hitting them.
Normally works for me when I'm passed out drunk.
So I am, can I make a medicine check to try to bring her back to consciousness?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Dice God's not with me.
If you wanted to use a use of your med kit, you could bring her back to consciousness.
I'm disadvantaged. Can I try?
How many more uses of that do I have? Yeah, there it is. Ooh. I do not have many more uses of the healer's kit. I say we unchain her and take her with us.
Somehow I don't think my cook's utensils are going to help in this situation. Yeah, sure. Let's get her down.
So are the chains fixed to the walls?
Yeah. But if you guys recall, back in the other chamber with the more significant altar, one of them had a ring of keys, and I believe somebody took that ring of keys.
I yank on the chain because I would not actually remember that. I'm just trying to physically break the chains out of the wall.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Do you need
I
any
might
help,
have-
Or
Solomon?
athletics.
I might have taken the keys because there was a moment where I assumed the form of one of those people before I took this other woman's form.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
didn't they have like a key in their hair or something?
She did
yeah,
for
she
for
did.
the tome.
For the time, that's right.
Yeah,
And it's currently in my hair.
and they had, and it was an iron key ring with 7 keys. So I'm sure one of us grabbed it.
So
Would you
I
like
am
these keys?
exerting myself when you walk up with the keys.
Yep.
Perhaps
Oh.
try these.
I'll start going through the keys
So
randomly.
after a minute of fiddling with the keys, you finally find the one that unlocks her chains. She is limp, so once you do so, you either need to have her braced or holding her, otherwise she would fall.
I'll take my shield off and just put that on my back, and then I'll carry her in one arm.
Okay. So you see, as you look at her, her body is full of pretty nasty cuts and gashes, and you can see crystals of salt have been rubbed into her wounds. And there's at least one spot on the back of one of her hands where the back of her hand has been almost completely flayed, and you can see some granules of salt still clinging to the flesh there.
Let's see.
I
It's a
immediately
cruel
suspect
torture.
Dr.
Yeah.
Sheev.
So the good news is, for whatever reason, I have 3 full water skins. So using that and like just a piece of cloth, I'm going to start trying to get the salt, the obvious salt, out of the wounds.
So she kind of moans a little bit, clearly in a little bit of pain as you're doing that, but you know that it is ultimately soothing and helping with her. But as you're doing it, it's kind of stirring her a bit, but she doesn't wake up.
Mm. We should move on. Not a bad idea to listen at the doors before we open them.
True, true. Well, Tim, would you like to?
The green woman is already standing there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm standing in the doorway.
Different green woman.
The other green woman.
Yeah,
Oh,
Very racist. We just go off green. That's how we view everyone.
Well, the green woman moved so someone else can do it.
My hearing is not. It is not like my hearing is extraordinary.
Yeah, I'll do it then.
oh, why, thank you. Whew, that was close.
All right. So Alyssa, you're listening at the door.
Yep.
All right. Perception check.
Nothing to perception.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I hear everything.
You listen at the door pretty intently, but after a few moments, you don't hear anything that would give you pause.
I can't even hear anything in there with my special ears. I think we should move through.
Perhaps I should lead the way.
All right, off you go. Oh, this is a real nice place. They could do with some interior decorating, but other than that, no.
No longer any torches in this room I'm in.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Darkness encompassing me, all that I see.
And I am carrying the gnome with me.
I say, I could use this bucket of salt. I might take it with me. And I just pick that up and I say, goodbye, old man.
Bye.
I'm waiting for people to be ready.
It's fine, just throw me in front of anything and I'll stand there until they are.
We have 3 more doors.
God, that's a lot of doors. Shall we start at the top?
The top of what?
So with that, you hear, now!
Uh-oh.
Go fuck yourselves.
So that was the natural 20 I rolled, was for this guy's stealth check right here. He's hiding amongst the rubble in that corner.
Oh, shit.
Surprise,
Dead.
motherfucker.
And then
Oh, no.
I was not happy with that natural 20. I thought it would be not cool, but
More competitive.
We're being surrounded by a boy band. Fuck.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, my fans.
Remember to erase the old initiative.
yeah, I am right now.
So I will call out then. How dare you! In the woman's voice.
Nice.
Thinking cast darkness. I can't even find my token on the map.
It's a trap.
Uh-oh.
No, we need to roll initiative. Shit.
I think so.
Can't find my token to click on it to roll initiative.
Listen, son, you don't have initiative here.
Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
Can't actually see anybody from where I am, but I assume I could hear him yell now.
Actually, you know what? That is a good point, Tem. Give me a deception check.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I rolled a 7. My buzz is wearing off.
All right. Wish me luck, guys.
All right. I'm at zombie levels of initiative this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Not great. But... I mean, it's...
Shit.
All you could do-
So actually, before we even go with the check, because maybe the way that you role play this will give you some kind of bonus or whatever. So Tem, you hear the guy from behind yell now, and then you see these people pop up, and then what is Tem's reaction?
I was gonna say, how dare you, and then like launch Eldritch Blast that looks like an imp.
Oh, so you're just attacking them?
I mean, it's meant to be a deterrent, if you will. Like, oh shit, it's her.
all you got to do is convince one of them to go solo, and they'll turn on the others.
You're better than this. You know that, don't you? You are more than just this. You need to be empowered. That's what you need to
Okay.
do.
It's meant to be a show. Like, physically, yes, I look like her, like, in every fucking possible way. But I needed to make it totally compelling. Perhaps they've seen her do this move before with the imps, right? And I just toss one at one of the people.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll.
With your insolence.
Imp nunchucks.
Wait, which one did you hit?
Probably
Well, it doesn't
this
matter
one.
because you missed.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It was meant to just be a show. If I miss, fine. That's perfect.
That's
Okay.
what you planned all along.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me see. So, the one that you fired at says, Hold! It is Mistress Natasha. Who? And then the one from behind says, he comes out and he shouts, Mistress, who are these people?
I have brought new recruits. They must know the layout.
Please say they recognize Dr. Sheep.
No, I definitely don't.
What do you
Oh,
do
boy.
here?
I'm just
Oh,
like
the good
heavily
doctor.
breathing.
Just like,
Oh, you again.
What do you mean, new recruits?
They are here to help for the assault.
Well, we were not informed that there were going to be any new recruits.
Are you informed of everything that happens in this place?
No, mistress. But we heard sounds of battle. It sounded like
Yes, somebody
were
riled up.
Were you destroying your own?
Somebody riled up
Undead.
my own precious undead. Somebody riled them up, and they will pay for it.
But
Was it you?
What do you mean? I thought that they follow your command.
Undead are very fickle.
Well, why are you bringing these people to our chambers?
Like I said, they need to know the layout, and perhaps this may be where they sleep. If you are unlucky.
It's like,
Now, you may go back to your beds.
I like look behind the guy who's like standing next to me, and then I look back at Lux and I say, "He sleeps down there."
Right, mistress. You're correct. It is not our place to question you. But okay. And then they head back to their chamber.
And now I will take you to see someone else. And just kind of motion for everybody to move back up.
All right.
Go back.
We're going back. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can't really see that far.
Pitch black in this hallway.
One back. One back.
Hello again, old man.
What's up, dude?
Perhaps another path would be prudent.
Oh, you
seem
saved our
friendly
life. I think. But, oh, what a relief.
As they are probably part of the terrorists who are going to be doing something, killing many people in the middle of the city, should we not apprehend them?
And do what with them? It would likely cause more ruckus.
Yes, but we are here to create ruckus.
And I like shake my head for a moment, and I just for a moment, just part of my face goes back to Tem, like the plain white, and said, "You are quite the funny one, aren't you? If we draw too much attention to us, they will kill us. This would be most unfortunate for all of us."
But we will just be looking for other terrorists to kill down here to thwart their evil plan.
I believe we are looking for their leader, yes. Surely some sort of backup will be arriving.
No.
You mentioned that? No?
That is a good point. We can, I guess, wait for the backup while we investigate the rest of the place.
No, you didn't listen to me, did you? There is no backup.
But
What?
the other,
Did you inform no one
other-
that you were coming here?
the other prisoner, we told him to go and get backup. And he got away.
Safely.
Yes.
He's fine. He's fine.
Wink.
So we'll just wait for him to alert the flame's hand, and then they will set backup.
Based on the vague description from God, trust me, he's fine.
In the meantime, perhaps we just bar this door so they cannot get out.
I think that's fair.
Can we bar this door?
Stack many of those bodies in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's tons of bodies.
Yeah. And then I can cover them in oil, so if they try to get through, we just lighted the bodies on fire. So it's a wall of flaming bodies.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God,
I
that's
feel
a
like
fetish.
that would detract from their weight eventually, as it burns away. No, I believe a whole intact body would be more efficient.
Well, I'm saying
Perhaps when we're done, we can just take the bodies down the hallway and fill this hallway with smoke and hold the door closed until they are unconscious.
Or dead from smoke inhalation.
But
Okay.
for now, we should investigate the rest of this complex and look for their leader.
Or would we like to get bodies first?
I think we should leave the bodies for now.
Well, they seem to like you. You can go ahead first if you like. We're going up.
Perhaps this door here? Or stairs?
Where did everyone go?
Vacation.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, God. There we are. Ooh, this place looks nice.
Is this real altar or fake altar?
Fake.
Fake
Okay.
news.
There's a door down this hallway.
Okay. You want me to breach and clear? Or first I'll listen.
Is this hallway filled with water? It's hard to tell.
No.
No, I think we came up out of it.
Is the door open, DM? Closed.
It's this is a stairwell, so I don't think there's a door there.
Can I move my character up in sec?
Yeah.
I don't want to break your... Oh, yeah, you're right. Guys, it turns out that I'm leaving the world. Is this a door or stairwell to my south?
This is a door.
Okay, is it closed?
Yes.
I will listen to the door.
Okay. Give me perception.
10.
Not really anything that you can hear through the door.
Okay, guys, do we want to go through the door first or through the open hallways?
Through the door. You don't want to walk
Yes.
past the leader of the...
Okay,
Yeah, kick the door.
I'll open the door. Carefully at first. Does it budge?
Oh, it's open.
Oh, okay. I'll go through. Oh, murder! This is lovely.
Oh, rats.
Yeah,
What is that thing?
There is a rat. It kind of squeaks and runs away.
Oh my god, he's a wall rat! Would you like to lead the way? There seems to be open up here.
My intuition tells me to go back. Around the curve.
There still is more here.
Look down the hallway. What do
I
you
look
see?
down. I see a long fucking hallway. I will follow the long fucking hallway.
I will
More
have fixed,
stairs.
I will have fixed my face to look back like the lady again, by the way.
Oh, there's more stairs. Lovely.
Go down to more water.
Ooh,
Can you guys see?
yep, there's water. Okay. Shall we continue down into the wetness below? Okay, I'll step carefully. How deep does this water appear to be as I go into it?
It's 2 feet deep.
2 feet? Okay. Well, I luckily have 2 feet, so I'm good.
It's like it narrows up.
Yeah. Make my I can't even not see through the wall. This is a narrow fucking hallway. Jesus. Is this a door or stairs?
There's a
I can't-
door.
A door? Okay, I'm gonna listen to the door.
All right, give me a perception check.
And you guys thought I wouldn't play a rogue in this game. You silly fuckers. 15.
You hear some bubbling water.
Bubbling water. Okay, I'll whisper back. There's some bubbling water from the other side. Anyone have any idea what that means other than hot water?
Either air is moving through water, or perhaps it is boiling.
How about most of you move back and I'll open this door just to be sure if anything happens I can run away quicker alone.
Yeah, so I don't think I should be in this water hallway.
Get out of the water. And the electrical
Yeah.
circuitry next to it. Yeah, get away from that.
This
All of you, out of the water, all the way out.
Mhm.
very
Yeah,
narrow.
Be gone,
Yes.
thoughts. Okay, I'll try to open the door.
Okay, it opens.
I step inside and oh my god, it's a bunch of water.
Yeah, the flooded, rubble-strewn tunnels leading to and from this room narrow to a width of 2.5 feet in places. Above you, there are 4 rotting wooden beams that rise from the murky water to brace the ceiling here. And rubble is piled in the northwest corner, but contains nothing of interest.
The northwest corner. Okay.
This corner.
Okay. Okay, guys, you can come. I didn't get melted by boiling water.
We're way down the hallway now.
Guys, you can come. I'm not dead yet.
Perhaps we wait a moment in case he does die.
Yes,
Oh, curses.
just a few.
I'll continue moving in. We're into here. Oh boy. And those 4 beams are holding up the roof there, correct?
Yeah.
The evil grin on the DM's face as he watches my death. Okay,
Do not see why the leader of this resistance of sort would
down.
live in such a location.
No, but this might be a back door to where they are.
Perhaps do not yell.
What?
I'm gonna squeeze through you and I'm gonna go join this person. You ridiculous person.
This water flows downwards towards us.
Very well then.
The northern water, this passage here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go wait up that way.
here we go. Ooh, look, it's more fake map stuff that's not real. I am not afraid at all.
So in this room, murky, foul-smelling water fills this chamber. Above in the ceiling, there appears to be a metal hatch. So unlike the other rooms, this one has more reinforced stone walls and a reinforced stone ceiling.
Oh boy, how high up is the ceiling?
9 feet.
9 feet.
And this thing that appears to be a coffin in the middle.
No,
CNN.
That's a
This water.
I don't know why that's there.
is there
Okay.
but there's a hatch like 9 feet
Above
up,
me.
is what you said.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to get on my shoulders?
Yeah. I do not.
Anyone?
Do we know
Wanna-
where this would lead us?
Not a clue. but it's not a giant pit of foul-smelling water, so that has to be a plus unless this is the sewage pipes. Which again, if they have indoor plumbing, that's probably where the boss is going to be.
Oh, I am carrying a gnome.
Anyone want to climb on me? I'm 5'10".
You know who has very good balance? Mother.
Mom? I mean Lux?
What do you want?
Would you like to open this hatch up here? Yes, get on my shoulders. Come on.
So actually, with the light of the room from the torch, looking at the hatch, you can see that it's a riveted steel door. It doesn't appear to have a handle. Only a small, oddly shaped keyhole in the center.
Do we have any keys?
We have odd keys, don't we, Tem?
Yes, I suppose.
Lux, would you like to use the key and open that so we can go ahead and fight the lich that's undoubtedly going to fall down on our heads?
All right, I guess.
Okay, come over here. Oh, God, you're heavy.
I have learned that is insulting.
That was a joke, and I just hold her up with one hand.
All right, so I would try to get. I'm going to make an assumption that the key that we got from the priestess went to the tome, maybe, but maybe that key works here. But we also have a ring of keys. So
Yeah.
are they obvious? Are all those keys obviously different? Or are they very close to the same?
So this particular keyhole is very unique. So it's easy to see which one actually would unlock the door.
Is
So-
it?
One of the key ring, so
Yeah.
instinctively I would hand the key ring over.
Okay. All right, and I will use the key. I'll see if there's a key on here that works.
Okay. So as you turn the key, you hear very loudly crossbars that deadbolt into the ceiling retract, making a very thunderous kind of noise as it rings through the metal.
It's fine, we're supposed to be here, remember?
Yeah,
That's what the people believe.
but does it unlock?
Well, it sounded like it unlocked.
Well, try giving it a push or pull or something.
Yeah, I guess I'd try to push it up a little bit and see if I can see what's in there.
So you push up the door. It's very heavy.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, Lux, given that you're fairly frail of arm, and also because you're standing on somebody, give me an athletics check.
Oh, crap.
I'm helping. Nice.
So you're able to. It strains your arms to lift it, but you're able to lift the lid a few inches. It has an inside hinge that it kind of like a submarine hatch of sorts. But the room that you're looking into is there's no light in there.
Dr. Steve, your potion of strength worked.
So I just
Yes.
I lower back down. I can't see anything. What's the plan?
Here, I'll take off my lantern. Take this.
All right, so I this time I'll use my quarterstaff, see if I can push it up, and then like put the lantern up.
So give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. I'm not very perceptive.
TPK. Oh, what?
It's just too hard to
Yeah.
balance everything and hold everything. Without a ladder, this is a really difficult task.
Well, if we can hold it up and you can climb in there.
So I get down since it's unlocked. And it was obvious that when it was locked.
So did you take the key out?
I guess if I take the key out, it locks back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we can either go through here. Or
Yeah, once I feel like it's locking back, I won't do it because I don't like. Maybe there's a chance they didn't hear it, but I don't want to keep locking it 15 times.
Well, would anyone else like to try to actually get through there?
Such a strong woman like yourself would be able to throw them up there, wouldn't you?
Yes, unfortunately the hatch is closed again, even though it's unlocked.
Well,
If someone would carry this this gnomish woman, I would go up. Although I also cannot see in the darkness.
Oh, we do have lanterns and torches.
Just prop the gnome into the wall.
There's two.
Prop the hatch with the gnome.
I'm afraid she will fall over into the water and drown.
No, just put the
the
gnome in between the hatch.
That is a plan that would injure her. And she is only a gnome, so I cannot prop her up like I would with a human. With her head
It is
above
2 feet
the
of water.
yes.
Well,
Uh,
we could pile corpses.
Give it to that one. And I just point to Dr. Sheev.
yes, I can hold her.
Dr. Sheev is
I'm a doctor.
possibly working for the cultists. I will give her to my mother.
Would you honestly question the Senate?
I would not work with this disgusting cult.
She seems weak.
Ooh.
She had a hard time
So-
holding the door open.
I am going to at least attempt to hand the gnome over to my mother.
Okay, I guess I'll just get down. I'm going to leave the key in it.
Right.
Okay. So the gnome weighs about 30 pounds. Lux, can you carry 30 pounds?
Hell no.
You have a strength of 10.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
We both have 6s.
Let me see. Maybe I might be able
I
to
will
put her
carry
in my
the
backpack or
gnome.
something.
There we go.
I need a second backpack so I can carry gnomes in this.
Yeah.
We left our gnome carrying backpacks back at the barracks.
Right, we need like a baby Bjorn so we could just carry gnomes
God,
in the
yes.
Put the gnome on the front of me like one of the things. No, it's fine. I've got the gnome protected here. It's great.
Alyssa's strong
This
enough.
is-
She
this
can hold
might
a
be-
normal sized person in one of those things.
This might be how the baby Bjorn was invented in Eberron, because I can't use my shield and carry the gnome. Think of how convenient it would be.
This is
So
why
once I've-
I'll carry the gnome and I'll just use the gnome as a shield.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now
I
you're
hate-
thinking with gnomes.
That's what I
Hand the
was
gnome off to
thinking.
Lacease, and then I will climb up.
So, what are you carrying
Alyssa.
on you? Do you have like a helmet?
I do. I assume I have some sort of helmet.
I will touch your helmet and it lights up.
I'm blind.
Well, this will be very convenient if anything is waiting in the room to hit my head.
It's
But I
that
will
or not
climb up.
see.
Yeah, I will climb up, Alyssa.
Okay. Give me an athletics check just to see how well you can balance on Alyssa. You can have advantage because I'm sure Alyssa is helping pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I'll hand the torch off to you.
Good thing you had
there was-
advantage.
Just remember, my carry weight is 1,200 pounds.
Right. So you're able to get up, and with the light of your helmet, as you push back the hatch a little bit, make me a perception check. Okay. So it's difficult because it's a 9-foot ceiling, so I imagine that you guys are still kind of on your tiptoes a little bit, trying to see above into the room.
Yep.
But Solomon, from what you can see, you see a number of kind of bins and boxes. You don't see any people present. The room is dark. You don't notice any windows or anything.
Are there, like,
It
doors?
almost you might guess it's somebody's basement.
So do I see any like doors or stairs up?
Yeah. There's a set of stairs that you can see from your position.
So it appears to be a basement. I'm not
it's an-
sure if this is a basement that we missed in the bathhouse or some adjacent property.
Well, whatever it is, it's really fucking important for them to put this kind of lock there in that big shit, so maybe we should take a look.
Okay, so I'm going to climb up into this basement, push the door up completely,
Okay.
Give me athletics.
try to hold it open if it tries to close again.
All right, so you're able to climb in pretty easily.
Does it go down? Is it like lift all up like this, or does it go up like that?
So no, it's got a hinge.
Okay.
So and it can be so are you shutting it back, Solomon, or are you trying to
No, I'm trying to. I would keep it open. If it seems like it's going to try to close, and I'm trying to keep it open.
Okay. So you notice that there's like a rug that's been disturbed. You would guess that it was probably over the this door. As you look around, you do get confirmation. This looks to be some kind of basement where they have some boxes and storage and cobwebs and everything. And there is a staircase that you can see. No other light sources, no windows though in here.
Okay. So I will motion for everyone else to start climbing up.
You could throw a rope down.
Is there anything I could tie a rope to in this room that isn't like mobile?
Yeah, there's probably a wooden beam or something that you can tie it to.
I was going to try to have Alyssa do this thing where you hold your feet, and I was going to run and have her throw me up into the room.
Just yeet you up into the room.
That's right.
So I will tie off my rope and lower it down. Although I would still recommend people climb up Alyssa, and then I will help them up.
You're just enjoying this, aren't you? Okay, one after the other. Let's go.
What is up here exactly? Why
Box.
should we go up there?
I don't know. Might
Solomon?
be some goodies.
Have you seen what's inside? What is in there? We don't know. You haven't told us.
It's
If
a
it
basement.
leads to the
There are
leads to the
boxes,
street.
boxes and basementy stuff.
Do we know what's in any of the boxes?
Well, I'm sure
No.
we'll find out.
Okay.
So looks like maybe based on some of the labels, it could be textile storage, or it could be just like, clothes. Stuff to do with clothing.
Now listen here, you little shit. We didn't spend 12 years in Vietnam learning all about how they hid that shit in carts with hay in them just to go ahead and believe what's on the goddamn label.
That's right.
Okay. So if you open any of the boxes, you find clothing. Fairly well off clothing fit for not quite nobility, but maybe upper mercantile class.
Are there any gnome-sized clothes?
You could probably find some gnome-sized clothes.
Yeah, if we could give our gnome friend like maybe another cloak or something, I'm sure that the clothes they're wearing are pretty tattered.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's wet. There's blood everywhere, so definitely you can find a set of clothing for the gnome.
Okay.
So we are under a person's house then, perhaps.
On the other
Possibly.
hand, this might be a way for us to escape without their reinforcements or people waiting out there to get us.
We can also maybe get the gnome to some help.
That's a good point, Mother. Also, I doubt that this is an unconnected basement, since this rug was over the top of this hatch. I'm sure whoever owned the house probably noticed the hatch. Maybe they never had the key, though, and never knew where it went.
Well, perhaps if we put on some of the clothing up here, we'll go ahead and be able to sneak out unnoticed.
Or perhaps there is just funding for this organization. Besides the bathhouse.
Could be another ruse, a business that the terrorists are running.
Well,
So I'm gonna go to whatever door I saw, and I'll listen at the door.
What's that?
I'm gonna go over to whatever door I saw and try to listen at the door.
So you'd need to go up the stairs, and there's a door at the top of the stairs.
So I'll
make sure you
start
don't
making my
trigger
way up
any
the stairs.
traps.
So do they have clothes that have like silver flame on it, but it's got like, instead of flame, it's got like 2 E's?
No,
Evil
nothing like that.
empire.
It's like rip-off clothes.
No, this is not counterfeit.
Oh, okay. Oh.
What is it called? Counterfeit couture. So, Solomon, you listen to the door. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Boom. Oh, shit.
So you listen for a few minutes. You don't hear anything, any sounds on the other side of the door. You don't get the sense that there's any kind of activity. The light from the helmet kind of makes it difficult to know if there's light coming in from under the door. But certainly if there is somebody on the other side, they might notice the light now coming from under the door from your side.
So I will try the door.
Okay. It's unlocked. Opens fairly easily. It creaks. The steps that you took up the stairs also creak. As you open the door, you see that this does look to be a home. The room that you see is a kitchen. There's a dining table there in the kitchen. Everything is dark. There are places where candles had burned, but the candles have burnt down to nothing.
Is
So I'll
it
make my way
rusty,
through the kitchen.
cobwebs? Does it
What's that?
does it seem lived in?
Yes.
What's the food situation? Is it out? Is it accessible? Obvious? Can we get some cheese or something, like some bread?
I mean, you can look through the cupboards and you would be able to find maybe a couple of things to eat.
Solomon, do you think that perhaps this might be where the person in charge is living? Lots of fancy clothes and things here. A house above ground. Might be a good cover.
That would make sense.
Make our way to the living quarters.
Although it does seem odd that to get into her underground lair, she would have to first drop down. Was there like a ladder or anything in the basement?
Mm. Yeah.
Still odd that she would have to make her way through the water to get to the drier areas, but
Might not
maybe
be by
that's her
choice. Yeah.
So as Alyssa gets into more of the living area, you see a few bodies on the floor, set next to each other.
Before I approach them, I look around the room and see if I can see anything moving around or smell of cigarette smoke or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Solomon, there appear to be a few more bodies here.
I'll check them out. See if I can determine how they were killed.
And also how they are dressed.
The windows that look outside?
There are.
I'll look out. Just peek out.
Mm-hmm. This seems to be a residence a few blocks away from the bathhouse. So even though the medicine check isn't great, Solomon, you are able to see pretty clearly that these bodies were killed fairly recently as well, probably same time frame as the other bodies down in the crypt or in the dungeon beneath the bathhouse. With the method of killing being that they had their throats slit. And there is also a little girl amongst the bodies as well, who has been killed in a similar manner.
They're in upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm going to start making my way upstairs as slowly and carefully as I can.
Okay. So upstairs is where you see the bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing seems out of place in the bedrooms. It doesn't look like anything was ransacked or anything. It doesn't look like this was a burglary or anything like that.
Is there a office room or writing desk?
Yeah, in the main bedroom there is.
I'm going to walk in there towards the writing desk and have a snoop around. First checking if the thing's booby-trapped any of the drawers or something like that.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, boy. God, I just love playing a fighter, as all of you can tell.
Did anybody follow Alyssa upstairs?
I didn't.
You don't find anything out of the usual, Alyssa. You find a journal. It doesn't have anything interesting in it. It also looks like there's a ledger that would be associated with a clothing business, payments and both going out and received.
Any names?
A bunch of names, but none that specifically look of interest.
Well, I mean names of the people who lived here.
Let's see.
Solomon, go upstairs. Check on Alyssa.
The McMillans.
Not the Macmillans. I have no
Well,
idea who they are.
I go upstairs to check on Alyssa.
Here's actually a question that might be relevant. I'll have to ask. But being that my character is actually by profession a guild artisan when it comes to clothing of a sort, would I happen to know anything about people making very fancy clothing here?
Yeah. So these people, they produced pretty good quality clothing. Give me. So do you have like proficiency in like sewing or something like that?
I have proficiency with cobbler's tools and cooking utensils.
But as an artisan, you were
Cobbler.
okay.
Yep.
So that has less to do with clothing. That's
Yeah.
more shoes.
Yes. Though everyone does.
But
need
still,
shoes for
I
clothing.
would give you a cobbler's check
Okay. So that is
and use intelligence.
okay. So let me click intelligent. There we are.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, one thing that you would know is that they produced pretty well-made clothing. They had a number of clients. They weren't like the biggest clothing like designer, manufacturer, but they certainly weren't just a small mom and pop shop.
Would I know who their primary clientele were? If they were the ruling group here, if they were more the
No, it wasn't that stuff. Like I said, just based on the stuff that you saw, probably like middle upper class, not like nobility class or high class, but definitely better than common.
Would they give to the Aldarians or because the Aldarians are all about fancy clothing and garbs and stuff like that,
Right, but so
or more the other groups here, or were they not exclusive?
they weren't necessarily, from your understanding and information and what you can see, their style wasn't particularly Ondarian inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't recall from what you know of them any particular Ondarian connections or any, certainly no connections to the Scion's Liberation Front.
Okay. Okay, so this group had nothing to do with the Ondarians or the Scion Liberation Front, so they were just killed for other purposes then. Okay.
You muted.
This may have been a way to escape from down below, although an impressive hatch that they put in if this is just an escape route.
Well, they weren't poor, that's for sure, but still it's strange that they would have such an advanced escape hatch to such a dark area. I mean, there are sacrificial altars there, and these bodies, like you said, are relatively fresh. So they would have had to have known about it to some extent.
Perhaps they were members of the cult. I don't know. But I do know that the evildoers are down below, not in this room. We might put the gnome outside on the street. Good point.
They could be.
Wait, you muted yourself.
I will go up to a window. If I were a different character, I would take the glowing bright helmet off my head, but it's not. So I will stealthily peer out the window to see who is out on the street.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
You see a few people walking by. A couple of them seem to turn seeing the strange lights coming from the house, though whether Solomon would notice that or make that connection, that's doubtful. But he would notice some people walking about. You're muted again.
But it just looks like people going about their business.
Yeah, nobody like seemingly watching the place.
So I would go back downstairs then and tell the cease we should probably put the gnome outside. There doesn't seem to be anyone too dangerous. And we obviously must go back into the catacombs below to find the villains that we've come searching for.
How far is how far is Captain Z?
So I want to say it's like a mile more.
If only there were a way to use this sending stone. 2 ways, I say, holding the sending stone.
So we should use the sending stone.
I don't actually know if the sending stone works 2 ways or not.
They generally do.
Like you send and then they receive and then they send back.
Could
Like
give
the
it a
sending
try.
spell or whatever message.
Yeah.
We might want to like try to find some silver flame, like some guards or something, and hand the gnome to them and let them know that this is a entrance to the underground layer and to guard the house.
I'd actually be a bit hesitant about leaving through this house immediately. We've already proven they have at least 2 entrances to other locations from there, and they might have more, and if we tip our hand too early, then they could very well flee before we're able to capture our main target.
Did the door? So the trap door in the basement. Could you open it in the basement? Was there a keyhole there?
Yeah.
If we head back down, we'll be able to continue our quest for our quarry. If we stay up here, we might go ahead and any person walking by could go ahead and be working for the cultists. It's probably in our best interest to simply head back down there for now. We know about another location, which is already a good win for our side.
I agree. We should go back down.
So are we not sticking this gnome outside?
Not for now, no. Is there any way I can go ahead and get some clothing together and fasten a backpack so I can carry the gnome on my back?
Why not just leave the gnome in the house? Stick a note to him, telling him he's free, perhaps?
True, however, just as we know that they've been here, they might come back through the front door here and open the hatch and come down this way as well. Or they might try to flee through here.
So is this like a 2-story house condo type thing?
Yeah, it's got a main floor, it's got an upstairs, and it's got a basement.
Okay. And how many entrances? Like first, you got obviously the basement. You got the front door, I imagine. And is there a back door?
Yeah.
And it's got windows. So I just go over to the window and just kind of peek out. Can I tell where the hell I am?
You would guess, just based on the buildings you see, you're a few blocks away from the bathhouse.
And we went to that bar, right?
Yeah,
Across the street.
the Goblin Song. Or no, that was
yeah.
different. Yeah, so the bar is not. You can't see the bar from the window that you're looking through.
I don't know.
So go get some fancy piece of clothing and prop it up in the window so that when we come back here from the outside, we will see this propped up against the window.
So if I could carry this damn gnome, I'd just go out the window and drop him somewhere. But I can't carry him.
And they also might have people sitting on the roof of this building as lookouts or in a nearby area where they can keep an eye on the structure.
I am not opposed to, since we will have to carry the gnome into battle, leaving the gnome here. We can put her under the corpses. And I believe it's a woman, by the way. Everyone keeps saying him. Very rude.
Well, sure, we can put her under a bunch of dead bodies.
Tim doesn't know men from women. So
I do have a hard time sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah, I would rather, in case someone comes in, that she be hidden under the bodies. However traumatic that may be if she wakes up there.
Go upstairs, put her in a nightie, put her in bed, leave.
Yeah, there you go. That won't
Someone's
be
been
traumatic.
sleeping in my bed.
And she wakes up to 3 dead bodies, and then here comes... Yeah, there we go.
3 dead bodies in the bed with her. No.
The guards come in. We haven't heard from this family in a while.
Oh my god, what did you do?
This sick fuck sleeping in their bed.
What did I do? Help me! Oh, you're
After
going away
flaying
for a
her
long
own
time.
hand and whipping herself.
And a
That's
bit
fine,
of
'cause
salt,
she's getting-
my god.
She's getting a long rest in, so like all that's going away.
That's not how it works for NPCs.
Oh god. Well, I guess we can hide her maybe upstairs or something, and then just head back down and put a piece.
So she's small. We put her under the bed upstairs.
She wakes up in a jerk.
NPC died.
Knocks herself back out again, yep. That's the perfect plan. She'll stay there.
Permanently. Every 8 hours she gets back up, slams her head into the bed, and then goes knocked
Dr.
out.
Sheev, do you have anything to add? Can you bring this gnome? Can you wake her up? Wake him up? Wake it up?
Inside?
I don't think so. My expertise aren't really in that field. They're better at doing other things. Like putting them to sleep. I could do that.
We don't need her to continue her sleep. We need her
Oh.
to awaken at some point.
Do I have anything that I can do other than like a disadvantage medicine roll?
Well, do you have any healer's kit or perhaps any spells you'd like to spend?
0.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I know what we can do.
Okay.
So they killed these people, right? So there's 2 man, woman, kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So we remove their clothes, and we put on their clothes, and put the kids' clothes on the gnome, and we walk out the door, and we go down and take the gnome, drop them off somewhere, and then we come back, and then whoever's watching will think they're still alive.
But they know they're dead. They're probably the ones who killed them. So if they're watching, they're going to go ahead and go, okay, who the fuck are these people? And they probably know what they look like.
And then if they come in, the rest of us will be here, and then we'll have split the party just like we wanted. And then we'll fuck them up.
Well, we could just hide her in the basement. She's small enough to put into a sack or a box or something.
Just put her under the bed and continue down.
Just
Yes. Time is of the essence. We must foil the terrorist plot.
Yeah, we've only been here about 2.5 hours.
Place her somewhere. Give her a note.
That's a good
Sorry
idea.
about your beating.
So I would go over to the
Not
desk.
leave, or you may die.
Yeah, I'm just write out a note saying we have rescued you from the cultist below. You are safe for now, but please remain hidden. We will come back for you.
Signed, the Silver Flame.
Yes.
Doesn't
If you
generate
do,
enough fear.
if you do flee, you might be caught again. But if you manage to escape, please alert the Silver Flame that we are in the catacombs beneath this house.
P.S. We did not kill that child.
Or the family.
Pretty sure she's aware that there's an evil cult. She probably might not leap to the conclusion, what if there are two evil cults and one of them rescued me after murdering this family?
Or we could just put a dagger in her hand so when she wakes up.
So actually, as you guys are going through all of this effort,
She wakes up.
she actually begins to stir.
Knock her out.
I got time for this.
She's going to ruin our plan.
Bam! I got this! There we go. She's not running our plan now.
Yes, if we knock her out, I can revive her.
Oh, look, she's waking up.
Yeah, so her eyes kind of flutter open, and she says, "Where am I?"
Calm yourself. I am Solomon Farr of this Flame's Hand. We have rescued you from your plight.
Rescued. Oh,
You were being
Thank
tortured
the
by
flame.
cultists. We need you to hide here in this house. Remain here and you will be safe. We will come back for you, but there are evildoers who need a good butt kicking.
I can do that. Oh, I'm in so much pain. They really worked on me hard.
Why?
I did not know. I'm a distributor of spirits and wine. I was in the lower city when they attacked. They knocked me out.
That old man down there in the dungeon with you, he was a colleague?
No, I did not know who that was. I do not know who you speak of.
Did they not ask you questions?
They wanted to know
I
about.
still like that woman, by the way. I don't know if that would mean anything to her. Though I'm not talking like her at the moment.
So it doesn't look like that means anything to her.
Okay.
They were asking about my main supplier to the Othun family. They wanted to know about their security, about their business. I did not know anything to help them. And they continued to. Oh, they hurt me so bad.
What do you know of the dwarf that you were chained up next to?
I did not know him personally, but I heard his name was Ethanax Zalvor. I suppose he mentioned about working for the Jasso family.
Just
Do any of these family names sound familiar to us?
Yes, I'm checking my notes right now. I know that I've seen that name.
Chasso? I don't remember.
yeah, it was. No, I don't remember either. It could. No, it's not.
What was the name of the guy that we escorted out of here? or that Alyssa?
It was him. He was a captive. He was part of the Jasso family.
Oh yeah, he was the honorable and rich Jasso family member. Yep, I remember.
Oh, him, of course.
I am purposefully not taking notes because my character wouldn't remember any of this stuff.
I'm trying to. Yeah, Clem Jasso.
Yeah.
All I remember is in that room I kept hearing stone smacking on stone and footsteps walking through water. In addition to all the pain.
Well, if we do not return in the next several hours, as when daylight comes, you may have to make your way out of here. If you do, find the Flame's hand and tell them that we are in the catacombs beneath and probably have perished there.
I hope not. I hope the flame guides your hand.
I'm sure it will. But even the best laid plans sometimes go awry.
Who are you?
I'm your son.
No.
Do not remember. I start shaking her. Father!
My name is Vila.
Vila, like in Bob Vila?
No, Vila Krasnopop.
Feel.
I'm not a fan of all that Krasno pop. I prefer the K-pop.
I'm into techno.
I disown you. You're not my son.
So she is not part of the Jazzo family.
No, not directly.
Okay.
So I'm going to give her one of my water skins. So I have one full water skin left.
I'm going to go to the kitchen and check and see if they have barrels of water or anything like that, or supplies of food and things we can use.
Going to
They don't
look
have,
for.
they don't have any barrels of water.
Well, indoor plumbing or whatever they have here.
No, nothing like that. But they do have some food.
Does it seem edible and like it's not spoiled?
Give me a survival check.
Ooh, survival. Something I am fantastic with, so no one ever. Not awful.
Yes, detect botulism.
Too late.
So
My
I'm gonna-
Dragonborn. My Dragonborn in the other game is great at survival.
I'm going to look through the house, see kind of weapon to give her or something.
We have all of the weapons that we took from Paella. This is
Yeah, it should be a
Paelius.
scimitar.
Yeah, I stored them somewhere because I can't carry them all.
So Alyssa, they have probably the equivalent of a good 5 days of dry rations that you could probably pack up with your things.
Okay, I'll pack them up.
Give her that silver dagger that Paelius was using or took from the pirate.
Like I said, I'm going to search to see if I can find a weapon for her.
I can't see your.
Pickaxe.
Did you do an investigation check?
No.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Would you
this
like to?
character that gets to do investigation. Yes.
you find a rusty spoon.
That works. Anything.
Sharpen it. Sharpen
That's
the rusty
probably
spoon.
probably more than I need, but
There's no weapons stuck in the dead bodies.
No,
Family
they're
coat
not,
of
they're
arms
not
or
pin
anything.
cushions.
Yeah, they might have been left there to, Send a
You
message.
give me a good reason why they're not pin cushions.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna go and find some sheets. Hopefully, I don't have to make another investigation check because I won't be able to. But find some kind of something to cover these bodies, and then just say a prayer for the silver flame. I'm sure. Yada yada yada. I know something.
Yeah, absolutely. That's easy enough. We don't even need to do a check.
I'm sure Solomon will fill in the parts I can't remember. He's got that shit memorized.
O Lord, bless this thine flame that it might burn for all eternity. And I don't know the rest.
Right.
Let's go on.
Okay, back through the hole.
Do you wish to use the ladder that's in the basement,
Yeah.
or keep the rope that, or use the rope that Solomon used?
Let's use the ladder and bring the rope with us. We might need it later.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys mind if we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Fine.
Do you have to go?
I can run until 11, so I got another 50 minutes that I can do.
Okay.
I might have to leave soon. My group's fucking yelling at me.
Don't worry, we'll take care of Dr. Sheev.
No,
real
that's
well.
No.
Real well.
Oh man.
Got you covered.
Okay. I'll run
So,
him
yeah.
as Pyelius possesses
Oh
him.
man, please. No, I need to breathe. Stop trying to drown me in the 2 feet of water.
Do you remember me now, asshole? Do you remember me now?
Mhm. All right.
So-
keep
With
me a
your
couple
own
minutes.
needles.
Be right back.
I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys.
Bye. I love you.
Later, man.
Am I not a joy to have around that I can slow the game to a crawl all by myself?
Man, that fight.
You didn't really have a choice in the matter, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't design this dungeon, but I should have thought ahead of time about something like that.
It's fine. I mean, you're also dealing with my character in the front who is specifically designed to do that. To slow corridor fights down to a crawl. That's her entire purpose, is just to be a brick wall you have to hit.
Right. And also, you just kept getting hammered with criticals.
Yeah, really? Oh, that was funny. If you think I'm fun to play with now, wait until this character dies and I make a rogue instead. Every room, investigation and perception checks. Slowly moving through.
Yeah, actually, I think the only investigation we made of the altar where we found the first prisoner was Solomon investigated it, but investigation is not Solomon's strong suit. So
the irony of the fact I'm currently using a heavy armor fighter as our group rogue at the moment.
Well, no one else wants to be, like, investigating or anything. No one could.
I think it's the most fun part of the game is investigating stuff and finding lore and shit. That's my favorite part. It's like, hell yeah. What do I know about these people? What did they do? What can that tell us about this cult?
I would normally do that. I just don't feel like that's this character's thing. Like, wouldn't know all these families. It's hard enough to keep track of the one family member he has.
Does he forget that who his mother is sometimes and goes, "Who are
That's
you,
why I got
lady?"
so worried when she forgot his name.
Oh no.
It wouldn't surprise me if people like occasionally say, "Hey, Lux," and he doesn't know who they're talking to for a second. Like it takes time to process. Oh, they mean mother. I like that on the current map, Tem is a nice safe distance from the rest of us.
I started moving on.
Yep.
I don't understand why all of a sudden I'm getting all these emails from Ammunition Depot.
You have to wonder what the bots think they know about you. Oh, this guy's going to snap any day now. Start sending them ammunition.
I think they heard me. The minute I said that, my computer froze.
I think it's just your computer. These chips are so weird.
Um, Wait, so did it kick me off?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I'm on my phone right now.
Restart here. You want me to record?
I was recording to my computer, so I don't know if this is going to cause all that to get lost.
There should be a file you're listening to. I get to convert it. So you think it's still recording? You want me to record it? I'm sure if it's...
God damn it.
So anyone else up for making a GoFundMe to get Mike a new computer?
Eh? Motherfucker. I can't even use Task Manager because the Zoom box is all blacked out and it's right where the Zoom program is for me to terminate it.
Yeah, next time that thing's working, when I'm open up Task Manager, there should be an option there somewhere to have it always on top where you don't have any problem. You might require on installs. You can't go ahead and close everything. I've seen them on TV before, and that's kind of what they say to do. You'd be surprised at how many issues it fixes. Turn on.
I hate this.
Plugged in and trust your my favorite one of all. Do you have power in your house? I think that was personal experience. It's like really. Sadly, there was one time I was freaking out that my laptop wasn't working and it just wasn't plugged in. It happens. It's what sleep deprivation does to you. Back in my very first job, was tech support. Half my career has been playing tech support development. But I remember somebody calling because it was for a big ISPs for Comcast over here. Yeah, they were like, yeah, my I can't get to my internet. It literally tells me nothing. So what do you see on your screen? What happens when you try? Just on my screen, I have no signal. Alright, your computer right now, are there any lights on? Oh no, there's not. They're useless. Do you see what power button is? Go ahead and press it. Problem solved. But there's no signal. The internet is the signal. My dad, more times than he can count, had people call him saying, the computers aren't working at work. Have you turned them on?